And we got One Punch Man. Chapter review, man. You know, let's check his perspective. I can't never say this brother name correctly, so I'm gonna go say we got Z. He finna break us down with the One Punch Man. You know, I gotta hear his perspective, and then we're gonna go to the next. Let's check this out.
So the world is now fully aware that AMAI Mask is a monster. Like everyone
I'm already pausing.
has seen it, and we, the audience, have now seen his true monster form. And people were just watching AMAI Mask's fight against the pesky clown on social media and TV just from the start, because it's AMAI Mask fighting somebody. He's like the most popular hero in the world, kind of. Now that it's been revealed that he's a monster, the numbers of viewers have been like quadrupled, essentially. And we're seeing like other people's reactions to it, such as like, oh man, I can't believe AMAI Mask was a monster this whole time. I was a fan of his. I even supported that guy. And I like the way that One is crafting this, especially in the manga version, because social media has really evolved a lot in the last 5 years, I suppose, from when he first made the sequence of the webcomic during the pandemic, because it's almost like he's getting canceled in a way, you know, like it came out that he did something really bad.
He cancel culture. They finna cancel him. No.
Or, you know, one of those things that gets somebody canceled. Although in this case, it's pretty bad being a monster, especially lying about it this whole time, because in the One Punch Man world, being a monster means you're like beyond murderer or assaulter status for sure. There's no gray area with monsters in their society. Monsters, for as long as monsters have been a thing, which wasn't forever.
Monsters equal bad to them. Well, I can't say that because I think there's some monsters that are good too. So I can't really say that.
I'm not really going to get too much into that in this video. I'm sure a lot of you don't really care about the deeper lore narrative of One Punch Man, but monsters are just bad. It's like if you see a monster, you have to run away or kill them. There's no in between. It's not how like people see like wild animals or whatever, where they're like, some people want to pet them or just think that all animals are innocent and nice. So it's completely understandable that no one is going to rationalize with AMAI Mask here, which of course makes what happens at the end of this chapter that much more significant. Although we kind of saw it coming, I guess. But anyway, like I said, the viewership of this has like quadrupled. Therefore, the pesky clown is growing in power yet again, because that's how one.
So he keep, every time he get more eyes on, he just keep growing.
Of his abilities works. The more attention that he gets, the greater in strength that he grows. And
that's like a broken, this also could be, this like a broken character as well, man.
And we're kind of seeing this fun little experiment that One has crafted, I suppose, because normally the pesky clown just going around on the street or whatever would at most get like a couple dozen people viewing him, depending on how much ruckus he's making, you know, on the street or whatever from like random civilians. But given that he's fighting AMAI Mask in a freaking theme park where everybody has a phone and the news is there and everything, you're getting, like I said, this wild experiment happening in real time and seeing these profound effects on it. Because we saw him go from like, I don't know, tiger level to demon level to dragon level, and now he's going even beyond dragon level.
See, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna hold you. I thought they was gonna like put this in right here, but I guess they did though.
Not above dragon. He's definitely not that strong. But the last that we got the update on him, when he was like in his big, you know, buff Hulk form.
This is his final form.
He was established to be dragon level by AMAI Mask. And now he's evolving further beyond that in this chapter. So maybe he's mid-dragon. Not like mid in the way that, like, you know, Gen Z says things are mid. Mid like middle. You know, like low dragon, which is like the base level strength for a dragon. And then mid or middle dragon, he's in between the highest level of a dragon, which would be high dragon. I'm just guessing. We don't know for sure. One himself probably doesn't even use that kind of vernacular to describe the strength of dragons. He kind of just keeps it ambiguous, which I think is fair for a power skill. But now that the pesky clown is in this,
this is dope.
Crazy four-armed big mouth mode. He looks really cool, actually. He looks like a boss from like House of the Dead, like one of the later games, if you've ever played.
I say he remind me more of like one of them Dark Souls characters. But this is dope.
Played those. Maybe some of you are too young to even know what I'm talking about. But back in the day, there used to be these things called arcades, where you had these things called friends, like that you would actually hang out with in real life, and you would be able to shoot at a screen with these fake guns. And one of these games,
I remember that, but I didn't too much care for those games right now.
This was House of the Dead, and the bosses kind of looked cool like this. Now that I'm thinking about it, there was actually a game called Carnival, which I know maybe 7 of you watching this video probably even know what that is. He'd fit more into that game. Anyway, sorry about the tangent there. I'm kind of rambly today. I have to make 3 videos, so, you know, bear with me. But the pesky clown, of course, wasn't defeated in the previous chapter. He did get his face crushed by AMAI mask, but he still was alive, and now we're seeing he's evolved. And he's like trying to pull AMAI mask apart at first, and he's like, you know, I'll just eat you. And despite AMAI mask straight up defending the civilians in this theme park here, they're still turning on him, which, like I said, totally understandable, very realistic. This would probably happen in real life. I mean, I don't think people would like stick around and watch 2 freaking god monsters fight each other, but like online they would be like, yeah, screw this guy, even though he saved me, I hate him. And my mask is like, you know, they'll never be able to see me as a hero again after this, which maybe not never, and I'm not spoiling anything. We don't know how all of this.
And bro, I'm like, and look at the veins. This dude, yo, he is really trying to rip his body apart.
Resolves yet, even in the webcomic. Not that the manga has caught up to the webcomic. We still have at least 3 to 4 years before that happens. AMAI mask is like, even so. And
bro said, I gotta lock in.
His willpower just comes through. I guess you could say his humanity is still coming through here. And he busts out of the pesky clown's mouth and then just straight up explodes him with a double hammer fist.
That's like one of them Donkey Kong moves on Super Smash Bros.
And this is a wildly violent sequence,
bro. And I'm so happy that he kept that the whole thing I was waiting on, bro. I'm like, please, bro, keep it all glory and all that type of stuff, man. And I'm like, thank you, bro. I've been waiting for them to keep it just like this, bro. Keep it just like, I loved it, bro. I loved it.
I love it. And then for the coup de grace here, his like mushed up face on the ground, he just destroys that too, just to make sure that he's done. You know, further showing how like feral and monstrous AMAI mask is in this form. Even though, you know, while in his human form, AMAI mask was still pretty vicious in his moveset, this is just unhinged. Also, we keep seeing Narinki's private squad here, who are now like the security for Narinki's theme park. Like I said before, they were involved in that sequence that we're going to see in season 3 pretty soon, or kind of, I guess, maybe in the middle of it, where AMAI mask was about to kill them, and then E-Iron kind of stopped them from doing that. They're going to be involved in this sequence later on. I don't know, probably defending him in some way. And speaking of that, we see Blue Fire here. He kind of just shows up and he's like, what's going on here? He's like standing on 2 civilians' heads. Blue Fire is the guy that we saw at the beginning of season 2 at the end of the world prophecy meeting where Sitch was trying to recruit all of the thugs and underworld guys to help in stopping Shibawa's prophecy. And Garo showed up, of course, and just took Blue Fire's hand off. You can actually see he has like
he do,
robot hand in replace of that now. I think this might be the first time we've seen him since that sequence. And Blue Fire is like a good guy. I mean, in more ways than one, because he's figuring out that, oh, this is AMAI mask. He's a freaking monster this whole time. Holy crap, but wait, he's defending everybody from this monster. Like, of course, he's got to be the rational one here because civilians are stupid. And one of the stupidest ones is this freaking guy throwing a rock at AMAI mask. He's like, hey, don't provoke him. And he's like, I don't care. He's a monster. I hate him. And he like throws a rock at him. And as that rock's going at him,
oh, look at Big Cat Go, bro, came through.
Saitama shows up,
and I love this drawing. I love this drawing from Sweet Man. I mean, from Marauder Sweet Man, bro. Yo, I love this right here, Brody. Bro, Saitama is really him.
We saw that Saitama found out what was going on with the AMAI mask in the previous chapter by looking at like the Times Square TV. He was like, all right, Genos, you know, I gotta go take care of things. And he went off and now he's finally here. And Saitama is finally seeing AMAI mask in his monster form. I mean, Saitama knew that AMAI mask was a monster when he told him it, but he kind of accepted it because he knows that AMAI mask is like trying to do the right thing. And he's like, hey,
so
you look pretty cool. Saitama is just appreciating.
Saitama can see through it. What type of eye vision does Saitama have? He can see right through stuff.
that AMAI Mask was able to not completely lose himself. Yes, he is a monster. Yes, everything that he's worked his entire life for has just fallen apart in the last 10 minutes, but he's still defending these people from the pesky clown and still not murdering everyone. And we knew that Saitama was going to be understanding of things, especially if AMAI Mask didn't just attack the civilians or whatever. So it's really cool to see this, and I mean, I'm sure you know where things are going after this. I mean, you don't know where things are going ultimately, but you know where things are going with how Saitama is going to treat AMAI Mask in the next chapter and vice versa. But once we get to that, you know, we'll talk about it. Let me know what you think about this chapter and
I enjoyed. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I enjoyed that, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, but you already know, man. League about our shit, let's go.